Hey everyone, this is Father Matthew Graham providing you an update for Tuesday, April 7th. I wanted to begin by just saying, well, to everyone, I miss you. I know it's been a while since we've all got a chance together. I'm losing track of when the last time I saw many of you. And going well over 2.5 weeks now. And it is weighing on me. And I know many of people have been checking on me, sending me a message, whether through Facebook or an email, or responding back to my parish updates. So I appreciate those who've been checking on me. I'm doing okay. As an introvert, I don't mind being here at the rectory office by myself, but I know there's still part of me that craves to see all of you, to become what has become familiar, and seeing you as my family. I do miss you. And so know that I still long for the day that we all can gather together again. And this week does make it difficult. Like tomorrow, typically for the diocese, we celebrate the Chrism Mass. So I go back to Baton Rouge. I would have breakfast with many of my brother priests. Then we go celebrate the Chrism Mass with our bishop, renew our promises. Then we have a big luncheon after. Then I'll be coming back and myself really prepared for my favorite season of the Triduum. And not to be able to celebrate it as normal. Well, like I said this past weekend in my homily for Palm Sunday, that at some points I have to give what I desire and see where the Lord is trying to lead me and walking with Him, even during this Holy Week in Triduum. It's not what I want, but I know the Lord's still present, trying to reach me and draw me in. So I just want to start off with that. Second, I know many of you have been taking some of the advices of what you've seen online of putting your palm branches. Some have sent me pictures of their home altars that they have created based off my last parish update. So what I'm going to encourage you to do, now I create a new email address and see if I can get it to come up on the screen here, is pictures@sesjchurch.com. And what I would like you to do is to send me pictures of things that you've maybe have created during this time. Maybe they're your palm branches on your front door or in your front yard. Making your home altars. Well, I know many people have been drawing on their sidewalks religious items. We have a beautiful image of that the falsettas had painted that is now hanging in front of St. Jules Church. So if you haven't driven by and needed things to go see that's positive, go drive just in front of St. Jules Church. You'll see this beautiful image. But what I'd like you to do is email me those pictures. I know some of you may have sent to me by text, but go ahead and email me at this email address. And I'm going to try and start collecting all of them and making a collage that I can share online. And hopefully by the next time I do a parish update, provide you some things that everyone's doing that maybe you're physically not able to get outside, but you can see how people are trying to be creative, but also things that they are doing. So please, if you can do that, submit it to pictures@sesjchurch.com. All right, so the next thing is a reminder too for people, especially those in Burley St. Martin along Highway 1000 and 996, that the St. Martin Mission Chapel is open now every day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I have placed the Blessed Sacrament there, so during this time and time when we're separated from each other, gives you another chance to pray and go. So please know that's open, and all of our churches are open every day from 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. And the current editions of The Word Among Us for Easter have now been put out, and I put a few copies for those interested, maybe some reading, Rediscover Catholicism by Matthew Kelly. Those in the back of the churches and the chapel as well. So please know that is available. Also, since we have a little free time for me in some of the evenings, and what I wanted to do is tomorrow night, I'm going to have a class. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work out, having an online class and discussion, but I'm going to have an online class and discussion tomorrow night about the Triduum, starting at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. So you just go to our Facebook site, and around that time, I'll be probably sitting in my office or upstairs, one of my rooms here at the rectory, and just going to kind of go through each of the Triduum services and what it represents for our faith, and maybe ways to celebrate it at home, but also to dive into some of the symbols that we see, and what do they mean about our faith. And this is kind of first for me, so I'm looking forward to doing this, and maybe during this time of separation, I can work on a few others that after Easter, maybe there's some classes I can work on that maybe could speak to all of you, or maybe some suggestions. So wanted to promote that. So tomorrow night, you can join in, or if you can't join in, maybe you can watch later. But also there, I'll be open to have any questions asked to me, and maybe I'm going to be able to answer them. So maybe you can start thinking of some questions you'd like to ask me, and you can place them up there and see if I answer them, and if not, I can go back over it. Also, trying to remind people that on our website, the very first thing that you go to is a resource page for Holy Week. So if you click on that image, I have a whole bunch of resources, and I updated some more things yesterday, especially encouraging families. If watching the Mass is not the best thing for you or not conducive to prayer for you and your family, maybe consider doing a Liturgy of the Word service, especially for the children. So those resources are on our website now, and I try to update at the top of the page the last time it was updated. So speaking about the Triduum, so I've been thinking about it, praying about it, and the best way for us, because really the directives we received from Rome and our bishop is that if we're going to celebrate the Triduum and want to do it as normal, we'd have to do it in our churches, and it would have to be live, not pre-recorded, and I agree with that. So instead of doing that, since I don't necessarily have the capabilities, I've come up with this schedule for the Triduum. It'll be doing online here, and it'll be using iBreviary. We started using that the past 2 Sunday nights to pray evening prayer. Well, I want to start using this now as a way to delve into the Triduum. And so here are the times. So Holy Thursday night at 6 p.m., we'll pray evening prayer together. Typically, you only pray evening prayer if you can't attend the Holy Thursday Mass. So that's what we'll be doing at 6 p.m., followed by, if I can, a little reflections on the readings. Not quite a homily, but looking at the readings, what it means for us, what it means for me. And that way, if once we finish that, if you want to watch the live broadcast from St. Joseph Cathedral or somebody else doing it live at 7, then you can join in. So we'll do that at 6 p.m. Good Friday, I will be doing at 9 a.m. the Office of Readings for that day. And then what I'm also encouraging to do is that this just came up this past week, and I put a link on our website, and I'm going to send out our flock note update as well, that Archbishop Gomez, he's the Archbishop of Los Angeles, but he's also the president of the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, in calling for a national day of prayer on Good Friday, that all around our United States, at one time, we will gather. You can watch it either through Facebook or through their diocesan website, to pray the Litany of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and ask for our Savior's healing and protection. So I'll be sending some information about that. So it's another thing for Good Friday. So I'll have that at 9 a.m. At 11 o'clock will be that. I will not do any other broadcasts that day. But what I'm encouraging families to do for Good Friday is to join me for the Office of Readings. And then at noon to do the Stations of the Cross. And I'm going to share some resources. And a brand new resource was made by two of our musicians, Emma Prejean and Abby. They did a beautiful job of taking the Stations of the Cross that normally we would have done during every Friday night. They've gone to St. Elizabeth Church, taken the images, and also they sing the Stabat Mater and the reflections. It's put together on YouTube now. It's available. A link will be in this flock note. It's absolutely stunning. So please watch that. Or you can go watch the replay of when we did the Station of the Cross with Mary last Friday evening on Facebook Live. Again, that video is already available for you to use it. So please, at noon, I would encourage doing that. Then at 3 o'clock, what I would encourage you to do is take that home altar, clear everything except for the cross and a candle, and to use that time for you with your spouse, your family, to slowly read through the Passion of our Lord in the Gospel of John, and then have some time to venerate the cross, to be before it, each take their turn kissing that part of the wound that speaks to you, and spend some time reflecting on that. And then after that, pray the Divine Mercy Chaplain. So on Friday, the only thing I'm going to do live is 9 o'clock. So the rest of the day, I can be focused on my prayer, my fasting, but also I'll be joining in those things privately. Then for Holy Saturday morning, I will have the Office of Readings at 9 o'clock. And this is my favorite one because it speaks to what do we believe in the church, what happens on Holy Saturday. And the homily that's part of that Office of Readings is my favorite of the year. And the teaser is it's about Jesus' descent into hell. So please join me at 9 o'clock to pray that. And then for the Easter Vigil, what I'm going to do is at 8 o'clock, typically the time we would have our Easter Vigil service at 8 o'clock, I'm going to do the Office of Readings for Easter Sunday, and then encourage you to read the readings and I won't do it online, but encourage you to read the readings that normally would be associated with the Easter Vigil. And then finally, I am being encouraged, and I'm leaning towards filming early on Easter Sunday morning a Mass here from St. Jules. It won't be live, but I'll record it for y'all and hopefully be able to post it by 9:30, 10 o'clock on Easter Sunday morning, so that if you want to gather together, see a familiar church, and celebrate Easter together, I'm working on seeing to make sure that's possible. So that's my parish update for today. Again, know I miss you. I am praying for you. Please pray for me. And again, I know I long for the day where we get a chance for us to gather together again. If there's anything that I can be of assistance with, please don't hesitate to reach out, and know my prayers for you. God bless.